Winter feels cozy with warm blankets, hot drinks, soft lighting, and quiet, peaceful nights. But this feeling is not something that naturally comes from the season itself. It is something we have slowly created over time. When most people think about winter, they imagine comfort, relaxation, and a calm atmosphere where everything slows down and life feels softer and more peaceful. With snow falling outside the window, while inside there is warmth and safety, creating a strong sense of comfort. However, if we look deeper, winter in its true form is not cozy at all. It is a harsh and demanding season defined by cold temperatures, shorter days, freezing winds, and long, dark nights that can sometimes feel endless. For most of human history, winter was not something people enjoyed. It was something they had to survive. And survival during winter required preparation, strength, and constant effort. There were no heaters, no electricity, no insulated homes, and no easy access to food. So people had to prepare months in advance by storing food, gathering fuel, and building shelters strong enough to protect them from the cold. Every single day during winter was a challenge, and even small mistakes could have serious consequences, making the season feel stressful rather than relaxing. The idea of sitting comfortably and enjoying winter simply did not exist in the way it does today, because winter itself was not designed to be comfortable. Over time, as human technology improved, our experience of winter slowly began to change. We developed central heating systems that keep our homes warm. We built better houses that block cold air. We created warm and comfortable clothing, and we ensured that food is available all year round, regardless of the season. These advancements transformed winter from a season of survival into something that can feel safe and manageable. However, it is important to understand that this comfort does not come from winter itself. It comes from the systems and environments we have built around us. If all of these modern comforts were removed, winter would quickly return to being harsh and difficult again, reminding us of its true nature. In addition to physical challenges, winter also has a strong effect on our mind and body. As the days become shorter and sunlight becomes limited, our bodies naturally begin to react. Sunlight plays an important role in controlling our energy levels, mood, and biological rhythms. And when there is less sunlight, many people start to feel more tired, less active, and less motivated. Some people even experience noticeable mood changes, feeling slightly low or disconnected without fully understanding why. This is not because winter is calm and relaxing. It is because our body is adjusting to a more difficult environment. Instead of recognizing this as a challenge, we often label it as cozy because it feels slower and quieter than other seasons. To deal with these effects, we begin to create comfort around us. We use warm lighting, soft blankets, comfortable spaces, and relaxing routines like drinking tea or coffee, watching movies, or spending time indoors. These actions help us feel safe and relaxed, and over time, they create the illusion that winter itself is cozy. In reality, what we are doing is protecting ourselves from the discomfort of winter by building an environment that feels warm and pleasant. This is how the idea of coziness is formed. It is not something that winter naturally provides. It is something we actively create as a response to winter. Cultural traditions have also played a very important role in shaping how we see winter. In many parts of the world, winter is connected with holidays, celebrations, and family gatherings that bring emotional warmth during a physically cold season. These traditions give winter a positive meaning and make it feel like a special time of the year. Over generations, these cultural influences have become deeply connected with our perception of winter, making it feel comforting and enjoyable even though the natural conditions remain the same. However, this perspective can sometimes hide the reality of what is actually happening. While we enjoy staying indoors in warm and comfortable environments, we also begin to move less, spend less time outside, and disconnect from nature. This can lead to reduced physical activity, lower energy levels, and sometimes even feelings of isolation, especially when combined with shorter days and longer nights. The same coziness that makes us feel safe can slowly turn into inactivity if we are not careful. That is why it is important to find a balance between comfort and engagement. Instead of completely avoiding winter, we can try to experience it in a more natural way. Going outside, even for a short time, can help the body adjust better to the season. Fresh, cold air can feel refreshing, and exposure to natural light, even when it is weak, can help improve mood and energy levels. Physical movement, such as walking or light exercise, can also help maintain both physical and mental health during the colder months. When we begin to interact with winter instead of escaping it completely, our understanding of the season starts to change. We stop seeing it only as something to hide from and start recognizing it as a natural part of life that has its own rhythm and purpose. Winter becomes less about artificial comfort and more about balance. It becomes a time to slow down, but not to stop completely, a time to rest, but not to isolate ourselves. In the end, winter itself is not truly cozy. It is quiet, powerful, and sometimes challenging. The coziness we feel does not come from the season. It comes from the environment we create, the habits we build, and the way we choose to respond to it. Understanding this does not take away the comfort of winter. Instead, it gives it a deeper meaning. It shows us that what we experience is not just the season itself, but our ability to adapt to it. Humans have always found ways to turn difficult situations into something manageable, and winter is a perfect example of that. We take something cold and harsh, and we transform it into something warm and comforting through creativity, culture, and innovation. This transformation is what makes winter feel special, not because it is naturally cozy, but because we have learned how to make it feel that way. And once we understand this, we can experience winter in a more balanced and meaningful way, enjoying the comfort we create while still respecting the true nature of the season around us.